Hi everybody, it's me Beth, and I wanted to do another update from the Scott Games. He's added quite a lot since last I posted about it, so let's get down to it. This one's going to be slightly more of my shorthand and my thoughts about each of the new animatronics, in which I'll explain why in a little bit. So, let's start off. Nightmare Freddy. I had called it with the mini Friddles. And if they accumulate on your desk, gotta use the flashlight to scare them away. If you don't do that, Nightmare Freddy is like, hello, and game over. Next we have Chica. She hangs out in the kitchen, being generally clumsy and knocking over pots and pans. The kitchen is where the music box happens to be, and Chica doesn't care if the music box is wound up or not. She can grow tired of the music selection playing. And basically, as long as you hear pots and pans, you're good. If you change the music while she's happy, she's going to come out of the kitchen and wreck your stuff, or something like that. And once she leaves, there's no way for her to come back. So, ta-da! She's kind of like the anti-puppet, where she don't care about the music box being wound or not. She just wants to do her thing, which is create a lot of trouble for the morning crew. Okay. Then we have Lefty. He sits in the closet on the left hallway. Duh. Becomes more and more agitated if the office becomes noisy or hot. He's trying to sleep, and all the shenanigans going on in your office cause trouble. State of agitation increases slowly, and it'll end with Lefty jump scaring you. Lowering noise won't affect, nor reducing temperature, and doors don't prevent Lefty from getting you. The only way to ease his temperament is to switch on the global music box, which soothes all music box animatronics at the expense of extra power being drained. Okay, so we have a new mechanic of the global music box, which is kind of like everybody go back to sleep. Like all the music box animatronics, I'm guessing as long as they're not too far away from their box, they'll go back to chilling. Then we have El Chip. El Chip is just a cameo mascot when he appears at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. His real passion lies in authentic Mexican cuisine. He isn't here to jump scare you, but he may interrupt your night with some jarring, colorful advertisements for El Chip's Fiesta Buffet. Click skip or press enter to get rid of the invasive advertisements before you lose control of what's going on in your office. I can imagine, like in the Pizzeria Simulator, it's just going to be an advert coming up and a fun little jingle. Like so. Hey, it's El Chip, don't skip the ad, because if you do, I won't get the YouTube ads, or YouTube revenue, or some goofy jingle, like, it's El Chip, please don't skip, it's how I make my revenue, till you come and enjoy the food, here at El Chip's Mexican food, or Fiesta Buffet, or whatever. So he's just a distraction. Withered Bonnie is the next one. He slips in through the trapdoor while you're viewing your monitor. You'll know him when you hear the audio and visual distortions, just by standing there ominously. Or, as Patrick Star puts it, he's just standing there, menacingly. You only have a short amount of time to put the mask on to ward him off, or otherwise you get a jump scare. Funtime Chica. She isn't here to ruin your day, she just wants her moment in the spotlight. Because a certain video game developer forgot to add her in the Sister Location series and replaced her with Ballora and Baby. She'll occasionally appear on your screen as though posing for the red carpet, accompanied by camera flashes which may cause some disorientation. You'll need to maneuver around your office despite these disorienting effects, otherwise someone else may take advantage of your confusion and crash the party. Okay, so another mechanic, Toy Chica, I'm guessing she's kind of like the phone guy, and El Chip now, where she's not meaning any harm, she's not trying to get to you, she's just a distraction. And then finally we have Toy Freddy. Relax, Toy Freddy is retired. He sits in parts and service playing video games on his big screen TV. What game is he playing? Five Nights with Mr. Hugs, of course. The problem is that Toy Freddy has never been very good at video games, and if he loses his game, he will probably blame you for it. Check the park and service room cam to see how he's doing. In 5 Nights with Mr. Hugs, there are 3 ways into the office and only door can be closed at a time. Click the cams on Toy Freddy's monitor, then be sure that the appropriate door is closed to prevent Mr. Hugs from getting into his office. If you check on Toy Freddy and see Game Over on the screen, this means that Mr. Hugs has already jump scared him, and now Toy Freddy is on his way to jump scare you. Once Toy Freddy has been jump scared, there will be no way to calm him down and no way to save yourself. So another mechanic. Basically, Let's Playception. Because if you're watching a Let's Player, like, you're going to see moments of Let's Players having to play 5 Nights at Mr. Hugs with Toy Freddy. Though, I don't see why the game shouldn't be 5 Nights at Please Let Me Go on to some other stuff instead of making 5 Nights at Freddy's stuff. Or 5 Nights at Can We Just Move On From This Series, Please? Or 5 Nights of Can We Please Stop? But, yeah. So, my overall thoughts on the new additions is that it's kind of reminding me of situations that I have in which I'm at a story but people want continued more stuff from it that I kind of just end up throwing whatever sticks and refusing to take it seriously anymore. So, stupid shit happens. Stupid crap, stupid whatever happens. And, like, in my attempt to try and get people to stop caring about it so much, that it backfires and people love it more. I think Scott's kind of pulled up the, I no longer care about this, so anything's possible, anything's gonna happen, I don't care what happens. And so he's just kind of like, you know what? I'm not taking this seriously. No one should either. And he's kind of just throwing whatever he wants to play with it, and it almost feels like he's trolling to a certain extent, which on the one hand, totally cool. He is totally up for trolling his fan base. Go Scott, troll the fan bases like you do. On the other hand, it's like, okay, Scott, you started off with a horror series, you should end it with a horror series. Asterisk, competent horror series that doesn't cause more questions than answers, but I digress. And not just a horror game, and not just this time management sim. Though, by the sounds of it, it's just going to end up being a rage game, and we're going to be seeing lots of people trying to complete 50-20 mode and just throwing chairs, throwing things. Basically how most people react to rage games. So, in short, I'm kind of indifferent to the new stuff that's added. Scott's not taking this Custom Night seriously. I don't think anybody should take it seriously. I do think that probably the best troll would be you start up the game and it's just Scott listing off his grievances with the fandom, and then like the stuff he likes about the fandom, and then just kind of ending it with a, can we call Freddy's done now? I'd like to go do some other stuff now. Bye! And just have him walk off. That would kind of be the dream scenario for me, just kind of like, Scott Cawthon, y'all taking this too seriously. Bye-bye. I'm off to go do some other horror game now. Bye! And then walking off. But that's just me and kind of the mix of getting tired of kind of waiting for the FNAF game to come and for all the answers to be answered, and the frustration of, it's like, yeah, we're not going to get any answers from Scott about, you know, any motives, any reasonings, any timelines, anything that makes any quintessential sense. So, that's my early morning rambling thoughts on the matter. If you got this far, thank you so much for watching. Please leave your own thoughts and opinions down below. Any guesses for the future animatronics that he's still working on? Any other mechanics you'd like to see that he'd add? What do you think you should do afterwards? Or if you even agree that he's just kind of saying, if I get this done, I can move on to other stuff, or something like that. Once again, thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys have a wonderful Friday the 13th, and bye-bye!